guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Mets.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you better keep an eye on Robinson Cano as this game moves along. Clearly, he impacted the game last time. 3 runs scored. If you're scoring 3 runs, you're doing a lot of good things. We'll see if he can be a catalyst for the offense again today.
Dallas Keuchel gets the ball for Game 1 of the League Championship Series here at home. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Dallas Keuchel is a complete pitcher. He's kind of a throwback to a Jimmy Key kind of pitcher, a Tom Glavine type, not overpowering, 89 to 91 miles an hour with sink. Has the curveball, has the slider, and the straight changeup. What makes Dallas Keuchel so good, he'll throw all 4 of his pitches at any point in the count.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway in Game 1 as the first pitch is swung on and missed for the first strike. One and one to the Reds leadoff man. Keuchel, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The 1-2. There's a two-seam fastball that's fought off foul off to the right. The next 1-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Wagner.
In now, Willie Wagner, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back in standing. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, and they get the double play.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often, so that was a quick turn and a strong throw.
In now for the Reds, Freddie Freeman. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2 ball really changed the complexion of this inning. it looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
Keuchel into his motion. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Into center field, line drive base hit. Some important 2-out success as Robinson Cano will bat next.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for him.
Cano waits on the first pitch. And misses inside with that one, ball 1. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Over to LeMahieu covering the bag, and that ends the inning. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. And this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Madison Bumgarner will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Standing in, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
That was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. The 1-0. High and deep to right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. Comes in with 15 hits in 53 ABs. He's also driven in 5 runs. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And not in time as the run scored.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher. He will base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early before he settles in. When they grab their gloves to go out on defense, they know they got a lead on their hands.
Here's George Springer. And there he goes towards second. It's inside. The throw.
He's in there. He's safe.
Not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Bumgarner, affectionately known, of course, as Mad Bum. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder. And they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
A 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
And this is taken for a ball high and tight. 2-2.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
Here now the 2-2. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Next up from New York, Xander Bogaerts. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Off 1 strike. Fouled away.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Fletcher Purcell, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Fletcher Purcell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Hit out towards second. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Ready now for Cincinnati, Travis d'Arnaud. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. The 1-0 home. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-1. Line toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall, as he swings and hits a laser to right. Springer is right there as he takes it for the second out. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. In now for the Reds, Trey Turner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Reds leave one. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in now, Alex Bregman.
Leading up for the Mets, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
And the pitch. Hey! There's a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. The 1-1. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Send it back right where it came from.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's got 5 base hits in 18 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Bregman is on his way home. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. And it's in time to get him. But a run is in to score away from the play.
Batting ninth, pitcher,
Dallas Keuchel steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball that just misses inside. Lucroy leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Ball and a strike. One and one. Here it is. Fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. Soft liner towards first. That's in there. Base hit. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
Hey, you know, Dero, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs. But if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
Here's your one to Cespedes. He swings and grounds it to short. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again. Gm1. Runner in scoring position with Suvan. From the stretch. Popped him up. Freeman will range over to make the catch just beyond the first base dugout, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and 1 man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Mets 3 and the Reds nothing. So here's the Reds pitcher, Madison Bumgarner. 9-1-2 due up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way out in front.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
The windup and the 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Bumgarner is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Jackie Ramirez.
Ready for another chance. Jackie Ramirez. He reached on a single in his first try. And now a pitch on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting.
Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
Stepping in now, Willie Wagner, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cespedes is there. 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Freddie Freeman, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, newsflash, guess where the next pitch is going after that ugly swing? I guarantee you he tries to get him to reach again.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Ramirez at second with 2 down. Keuchel pauses. Here's the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. They trail in this one 3-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, A.J. Pollock, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Ball 1.
1 strike.
The 1-1. There's a slider that can't catch the outside. Popped him up. Cano has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Riding in once again, George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball is swung on and tipped foul right near home plate. It's strike 1. Springer is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. His first homer so far in the series, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Duvall is there. And that's the 3rd out. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. We played 3 full. It's now 4-0 New York. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Robbie Cano settling in to start out the inning. Cano waits on the first pitch. Line drive to left. And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with the leadoff single.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Standing in now, Fletcher Purcell. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-1 home is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
He's set. Here's the 2-2, and it's fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The 2-2 one more time. Swinging a ground ball to third. LeMahieu on the first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. There are 2 away now.
Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Travis d'Arnaud, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Pitch on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Bregman has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds go down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Next for the Mets, Michael Franco set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Pitch coming, here it is. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Franco is a corner infielder, normally a third baseman, but he's at the other corner at first base here in this one.
Yeah, this guy's got sure hands. You know, sometimes I want to make this point. First basemen get a bad rap because everyone thinks they could just go over there and handle a bag, pick balls in the dirt. Not the case. First basemen cannot be more important to helping out not only the pitching staff when they want to throw over, but also taking errors away from their infielders.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Jonathan.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
And a fastball just a bit up.
Counts 1-1.
1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Into the box, Dallas Keuchel. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 4-0 lead.
Leading off for Cincinnati, right fielder, Adam Duvall.
First pitch on its way. Back up the middle. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. One out, nobody on. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Turner, base runner at first with one out. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. Flying toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, maybe he can take one positive from this right here with that huge base hit. I got to be honest, I wasn't even expecting him to go to the on-deck circle. The way he's been throwing the ball, scuffling a little bit, I thought maybe manager would pinch hit for him. But not so. But at least he's got the knock to fall back on.
Digging in and looking for more, Jackie Ramirez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Saves the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Digging in once again, Willie Wagner. And they're runners at the corners now. Keuchel pauses. First pitch on the way. Smoke on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No balls and a strike to count. In there for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
The batter number 22, second baseman, Robinson.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You can bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
The 1-0. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. This is hit on the ground to first. Is he going to get out of this? He is, as he gets the 3 unassisted putout, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 4 base hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Mets lead this one 4-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Fans, this reminder to stop by the stadium store located on the main concourse to pick up all your postseason souvenirs. We've got hats, we've got shirts, we've got jerseys. You want it, we've got it. Make sure to stop by.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball that just misses inside. The 1-0. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled away. The 1-2. Looked at for ball number 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
Second baseman.
No doubt, man. He's one of my favorites,
LeMahieu.
mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
As he rips it on the ground to second.
There's Cano on the first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
Number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Ready for another shot now.
A.J. Pollock.
1 for 2. It was an RBI base hit for him back in the first. Here comes the first pitch. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 4-1. Striding in, Fletcher Purcell. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Fletcher Purcell.
Now here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Bregman gloves it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, catcher Travis.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
The batter, right fielder.
So striding forward now, Adam Duvall. He was a ground out victim last time up. Keuchel sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. 6th inning. 4-1 is our score. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Pollock looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. Adam Duvall leaves the yard with a solo shot. His first homer here in the series, and the Reds get a touch closer here. It's now a 4-2 score.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
Into the box now,
7,
Trey Turner.
shortstop.
He will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. This is high, a ball and a strike. 2 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Popped up. Franco over to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds claw back just a bit on this solo home run. Through 5.5, it's the Mets 4 and the Reds 2. Here's George Springer. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Line towards center field. Wagner is there, and he has it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Xander Bogaerts. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Third baseman, number 3, Alex Bregman.
Ready once again, Alex Bregman. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one right down Main Street.
That's one of those pitches you just float over the plate. 99% of the time the batter is taking at least the first pitch after 2 straight 1-pitch out, so you almost can underhand it up there.
Looped out towards short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look here at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Matt Kemp is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Matt Kemp.
Wind up and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Boy, Dero, this is turning into a hit parade, but it's amazing that they've only scored 2 runs up to this point.
Yeah, matter of time. You got to stay positive. The hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball, especially with 40,000 breathing down your neck and runners on second and third. But somebody will come through.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jackie Ramirez. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Kemp gets his lead at first, nobody out. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
Well, D-Roll, there's another base hit, making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody's got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager, Terry Collins, on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Now pitching for the New York Mets.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Willie Wagner will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. He's set. Here it comes. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw will come to first, so the sacrifice works as planned.
The first baseman, number 6.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
Ground ball right side. Throw on to first would be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robinson Cano, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bregman is there to make the catch, and a great job of pitching as they strand the potential tying run at third. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Keone Kela gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Ready for another chance. Michael Franco,
Leading
1
off
for
for
2
the
on his line so far in the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Two and one.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
2-2 the count. Two pitches fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. Another 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He was punched out looking at strike three last time through. Now here it comes. Too low with the curveball. 1 ball, no strikes. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. Ripped on the ground to first. This will get through into right. He's aboard with a single.
Hey, this is another one of those cases, Devo, of not how many, but how many can you score? Lots of traffic, 100%, Dan. It's not about batting average in this league anymore. It's about OPS. It's about driving runs in at the end of the day, and they got to find a way. And they're doing that right now. They got the lead.
Michael Brantley will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Michael Brantley.
In tight here is the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Kella, a 6'1" right-hander. He was a 12th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
So 1-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Purcell is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Here's Yoenis Cespedes, 0-3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's set, and the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Duvall is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets strand one, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Kelvin Herrera has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 40, Kelvin Herrera.
Fletcher Purcell will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Cespedes moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Ready for another shot now, Travis d'Arnaud. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Change-up that catches the corner for strike 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Pereira, the former Royal, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, this is where the manager makes his money right there. The question of whether or not he pinch runs. Dan, as a pitcher, did it make you a little nervous when a guy had jets on the base paths?
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a very difficult spot. You're 1 hit away from getting right back into this game and tying this game up. You're going to have to really think about putting somebody on first that might be able to score on a ball in the gap.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
d'Arnaud stands at first with 1 out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Slider gets him swinging, 2 gone. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. First pitch on its way. On the ground to the right side. LeMahieu's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Reds lead 1. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Digging in once again, DJ LeMahieu. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Change-up in for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Bouncer down the line. It's a foul ball. Right side, hit hard. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J.
Digging in to try it again.
A.J. Pollock.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Darno gathers it, and he makes the throw to first. Pollard is retired. 2 down now.
Right fielder, number 4.
George Springer hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double.
You know, they say pitching is about location, location, location. First 2 pitches from that at bat really good. Mark, the third one, not so much.
You know, that's where the game's changed, Dan. You used to see 0-2 and guys would almost throw one to the backstop, waste a pitch, bounce something. Not the case in today's game. Guys are going right after you, but he definitely missed his spot right there.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Ken Giles comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Ken Giles.
Alex Maria will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A pop-up now. Giles is there. 1 away.
The batter, third baseman, Jackie
digging in and looking for more. Jackie Ramirez. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. There as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
First offering on its way. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken their first step as they claim Game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
For the victorious New York
And
Mets,
it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Metropolitans take the 1-0 lead here in the league championship series.